So Stranger Things Season 5 teaser reveals episode titles, and the release date of 2025. So this one's from the Hollywood Reporter, and I'll link that down or maybe it already is linked in the description there. So you go ahead and click the link and read the article for yourself. I'll just kind of go through it very, very briefly. So basically, any Stranger Things fans already know this teaser was released on the day, Stranger Things Day, which corresponds to the day in the story wise, like fictional the day that Will Byers went missing from Hawkins, Indiana. So obviously they kind of commemorated that day, and among the fandom that's a big thing. That Stranger Things Day falls on what was it, November 6th, right? So November 6th. And so they released this teaser, kind of as a commemoration of that day. So I really like season 1 of Stranger Things. I think it's one of the best seasons of television made in the last couple of decades. Like, I think it's that good. And then every season since, it's just been kind of trying to get back to that point, but hasn't to me. I thought season 4 was maybe the second best season that the show has done, but still not really close to season 1 for me. So that's just where I am coming to this. Obviously, I'm still really looking forward to season 5, though. I will be watching it when it comes out. But we'll have to see. I think as a final season, they have kind of it sounds like they have a very clear direction to where they want to go. And I think that's a big positive with it being a final season. We know it's the final season. Everything has to come to a head. I think that's a really good thing for the Duffer Brothers, and I'm very optimistic for this season. So, so we got the episode titles for the 5th season. We'll go over that, and they basically just said that coming 2025 was the release date details for season 5 of Stranger Things. Season 5, yeah. So it also will have 8 episodes. That was confirmed as well, along with the titles, because we literally got 8 titles. So it's 8 episodes because season 4 was 9 episodes, as well as season 2, and then the first 2 seasons, season 1 and 3 were 8 episodes as well. So that's interesting. I did think that they would have more episodes and they would just be shorter. But it is interesting that they have 8 episodes, and I think we also heard, right? That was public information that Netflix kind of told the Duffer Brothers, like, you can't do 2-hour episodes this season, okay? So I'm not sure if that actually maybe that was just out there, or maybe that is true. But it does sound like we probably won't have any 2-hour episodes this season for Stranger Things. So, yeah, it is 2025. I think that was, pretty well known, though, that it was going to come out then. But probably not for a while, right? I'm guessing it'll probably be September or something like that. Maybe October for the Halloween type of release. In 2025. So we're probably still almost a year away from this, but still cool, to have the teaser out and to have at least, the year 2025. Now we know it is going to come out then. So, that's what it is. Like I said, 8 episodes. They talk about that in the article. So the titles. We have The Crawl, The Vanishing of Blank, because they obviously blurred it out in the teaser, which is very interesting. The Turnbow Trap. Sorcerer, Shock Jock, Escape from Camozots, The Bridge, and The Right Side Up. So, some terms in there, and I'm going to leave that to the fans of Stranger Things. I'm not that big of a fan that I know all this stuff and the lore and all that, but obviously some of that stuff sticks out. Obviously, the vanishing of Will Byers is what they're playing on there, so it's probably going to be a different, character name, obviously, that vanishes in this season, and so they're going to play on that. And what else? The Bridge, obviously, we get that reference. I know that reference. And The Right Side Up sounds like, we're basically, abandoning the Upside Down, and now we're in the Right Side Up. That's probably what it is referring to. So those are kind of my thoughts on those episode titles. Like I said, I will leave that. And if you are a Stranger Things fan and you have theories on this and all that stuff, please leave it in the comments for sure. But yeah, that's where I'll leave it. I'll leave it to the people who know more and follow the show a lot more than I do to go into those episode titles. So in terms of the actual video, not much, right? It's basically just like the intro credits for all the other seasons. We get the Stranger Things 5 logo at the end, which is kind of cool to see. But yeah, in terms of the video, it's not crazy and all that stuff. And but we do get, the article does say that there is a little bit of a citation there in the video that does say, in the fall of 1987, one last adventure begins. So that is kind of confirming the date of when the events of this season takes place, which again, for fans of the show who really want to deep dive into things, I'm sure that's very meaningful for you as well. So yeah, that's really all this article has to say. It was big though. I mean, you can't kind of downplay the fact that this teaser was absolutely massive, even though it's really not much, but it was massive to at least hear something about the show and to hear Netflix put something out like this, because it's been so long. Like, it'll be over 3 years, right, since season 4 by the time this actually comes out. So, yeah. Big news for Stranger Things Season 5. So, fans of the show, really sure you're hyped. I am hyped as well. I'm not, obviously the biggest fan, but I'm hyped as well. And I'll definitely be watching Season 5 when it comes out to Netflix next year, probably in the fall of 2025, for sure.